Tywin Lannister was born the first son of Tywin Lannister, Lord of Casterly Rock. Though House Lannister was famous for their wealth and power, Tywin was a weak leader, and Tywin grew up watching the nobility disrespect his father, taking advantage of his kind nature. There came a time when Tywin finally decided to discipline his most disloyal bannerman by having the head of House Tarbeck arrested. Lord Tarbeck's wife responded by capturing 3 Lannisters and threatening their lives. Tywin suggested that his father send back the Lord in 3 pieces, one for each of the Lannisters captured. But Tywin was too timid for such bold action. He released Lord Tarbeck, giving in to their demands. Tywin was disgusted by his father's capitulation and decided to restore his family's reputation himself, by eliminating those families who had dared cross House Lannister. While still a youth, Tywin led a Lannister army and utterly crushed House Reyne and Tarbeck. These families were so utterly vanquished that a song was composed called The Rains of Castamere in honor of Tywin's victory. After the death of his father, Tywin became head of House Lannister. He would marry his cousin Joanna, and by all accounts, their marriage was a happy one. Joanna would give birth to 3 children, Cersei, Jaime, and Tyrion Lannister. Unfortunately, she would not survive the birth of her 3rd child, and it is said her death so affected Tywin he would never smile again. Tywin became a harsh and bitter person, losing all joy from his life. He would blame his son Tyrion for her death, and hated him further for embarrassing the family by being born a dwarf. Tywin went on to serve as Hand of the King for Aerys II, and would see Westeros through 20 years of prosperous rule. So prosperous, in fact, that King Aerys became jealous, and named Sir Jaime, Tywin's firstborn son and heir, to the Kingsguard, where he would swear an oath casting off marriage and all inheritance rights. Tywin was furious over the insult and quit his position in protest. In addition, when Robert Baratheon would rise up in rebellion, Tywin would remember the king's disrespect and sack the capital city in Robert's name, ordering the murder of all women and children in House Targaryen. This would secure Robert's rule and place House Lannister in a position of power and influence. Robert would reward House Lannister by marrying Tywin's daughter, Cersei. After the death of King Robert, Tywin's grandson, Joffrey, took the throne. Tywin was named Hand of the King and would rule in the boy's place. But soon Joffrey is murdered, and Cersei accuses Tyrion of the crime. Tywin arranges trial by combat, but Tyrion's champion is defeated and he is sentenced to death. Tyrion manages to escape the dungeon and leave the city. But before he does, he uses a series of secret tunnels to pay his father one last visit. After discovering his former lover in his father's bedroom, Tyrion tracks Tywin down, finding him in the privy with trousers around his ankles. Tyrion at last took revenge for a lifetime of torment by shooting Lord Tywin in the chest with a crossbow bolt, leaving his murdered body for servants to find.